What's happening, y'all, and welcome. This is episode, I don't know. What's the episode number, Mara?
112.
112 of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. Been gone so long, I just forgot I needed to know that before we started. I am your host, Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T Money, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. BHNIC. And I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Mara, the Shark Watkins.
Hello, everybody.
How are you today, Mara?
Today, I'm good.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
How are you, Travis?
I'm alive.
Barely.
Yeah. Those of you don't know what that is. Like I'm having a rough day today. I'm recovering from a little bit too much of the tequila. Hangovers are nobody's friend, but the show must go on. So anyway, without further dudes, let's get on into what we're here to talk about, because we are here to talk about the Arrowverse on the CW, which is what we do. You know, Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Black Lightning, and Batwoman. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
I think so.
Yeah. And they about to add Stargirl on top of that shit too, and I'm just like, oh, fuck you. Starts the 15th of May. I don't know if I'm okay with that, but it is what it is.
We'll get through it. We'll weather through it.
It's just so much. I did hear, though, they're gonna be shortening obviously the seasons of what we're watching now. Like I believe like Flash is only getting like 4 more episodes or something like that. So we'll see. However, let's go ahead and talk about these shows, because that's what we're here to do.
Woo.
Where would you like to start, Mara?
Let's just start with Legends.
All right, start with Legends. This episode was called what?
Zari, not Zari. Now that I've said it out loud, now that makes sense, because I was just like, I don't get it. And I was like reading it, I was like, I don't get it. But now hearing it out loud, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little double meaning there, you know.
Double entendre.
Yeah. So this episode kicks off where, there's folks going nuts because somebody's in a bar killing everybody, just losing their shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? We find out it's one of the Fates. They're looking for Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Or Clotho.
I don't know, whatever the fuck they call her. Whatever her.
I was kind of happy that she went with Charlie.
Yeah.
I would.
As am I. Because, yeah. Anyway, so that's going on. They're looking for Charlie. And they kill everybody in the room that didn't, run away, which includes,
Charlie's friends.
Yeah, her friends from her band. What the fuck is he doing? Bear. Come here.
Bear.
What are you doing, dude? He was over there making weird noises. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway. Where we oh, yeah. So she killed all her bandmates, her good friends and shit. They all dead.
Deader than a doornail.
Yeah, man. I don't even, I've heard that phrase a million times. Still don't know what it means.
I don't think anyone does. I don't think any.
Yeah. What the fuck is a doornail? No. Anyway. So Nate and Zari wake up in the same bed, Nate's bed. Apparently, she just sleepwalked into his room in the middle of the night.
Out of habit. Force of habit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, remnant of the other Zari who used to slip into his bed in the middle of the night because, she wanted that Nate dick. Um, let's see. Yeah, so Charlie finds out about all her bandmates being killed. She's all broken up about it, of course. We also got, Mick tripping about his stuff that's going on with his daughter. She don't fuck with him. And he's like, oh, this is some bullshit. Like, I'm trying, man. And yeah. Then we got Sarah and Charlie. They go chasing after Constantine because he's like, yo, we need to go and find this other loom before they do. So Charlie and Sarah chase after him because, can't be going out there on his own. He's going to get himself killed.
Stupid. Like,
yeah.
I get it. You are an all-powerful, what he's considered a warlock, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Warlock or whatever you want to consider yourself to be. But like, I was like, come on, man, you still can die. Like, you still need backup. You can't just be going in guns a-blazing.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Men and their egos.
So while they're there chasing after him, they end up where, on, I guess, the set of Supernatural. And I was just like, this shit here, I better not see none of them. And I didn't, so I was cool.
I thought that was so cool.
I'm sure you did. You did.
Like with Sarah, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna geek up. Like Sarah was like, yo, Dean, my Brody. I was like, me too, man. Like, I was so excited. I was just like, yo, they went meta here. Or is that the right term? Probably not. But like, I was like, oh man, they went to another. I was like, they must be in Vancouver then because that's where they shoot. But either way, I was excited.
Yeah. So Zari is still kind of, freaking out about what happened, like with her waking up next to Nate. So she's like, she accidentally like uses the wind totem while she's talking to her brother. And it's a lot going on there.
She was meant to wield it.
Yeah. So then we got Charlie and Sarah. They catch up with Constantine finally. But then, Charlie's sister shows up and she starts whooping ass. And that don't go well for them.
She blew up the jump ship.
Yeah. So then we get Nate. What is Zari's brother's name? Because I never remember to write this down.
Verad.
Yeah. So
I was calling him like bro man for at least half of my notes, and then she said his name. I was like, let's take a note of that.
Yeah. So then we get Nate and Zari's brother basically, explaining Back to the Future rules to Zari, because that's really what's happening right there. Like, if you've seen Back to the Future Part 2, you understand what they just explained to her. What was that face? You haven't seen Back to the Future 2? Nope, you haven't. We'll fix that at some point.
I guess you forget last night. I guess you also forgot that portion of our conversation yesterday.
Oh, we talked about that yesterday?
You yelled at me for about 10 minutes over the phone. Well, not yelled at, not yesterday, not yelled at me, but more like berated me for about 10, 15 minutes.
Damn. I was really drunk. I remember none of that.
Oh man, you was wrecked.
Why did you let me drink so much?
What? I didn't even know you drank so much.
Oh man. Just leaving me to my own devices like that. Somebody has to be a responsible adult around here, Mara.
I guess.
Oh God. Okay.
Anywho.
So then we get this time where, Mick's trying to make memories with his daughter, because Ava's like, yo, this is what we can do. We can just keep popping you back in random parts, so she'll have these memories with you, and I'll take some pictures and shit, and then she'll be happy about you, and she'll like you again.
I thought that was really cute. I enjoyed seeing it, but I also have questions. Why does Mick still wear gloves when he's reading her stories at night?
Because he's fucking Mick. Like,
okay.
It's just same reason why, he still carries around his heat wave gun when he's just visiting his daughter. Like when he goes and, she's going off to homecoming or prom or whatever it was, and he's holding the heat wave gun up against the dude's back. Like, yo, you don't need that gun. Like, it's not necessary. But, do what you do.
I guess.
So then we get the moment with Charlie face to face with her sister, and like that doesn't go well for her. She gets turned into a little kid. It's kind of weird. So then we get, Sarah and Constantine, they save her basically, and they run away while Constantine is like holds off the Fate sister.
Atropos.
Hmm?
Atropos.
Yeah, sure. So she beats Constantine. She like takes him out basically and transforms into him. So she, she's pretending to be him to get to the loom. And yeah. So then we got, Zari and her brother talking about how crazy this is, that she was this other person before. And she's still not dealing with it well. So he's like, yo, you need to go on this little spiritual journey thing. So I'm going to get you high as fuck. And you just going to deal with this that way, go on your little vision quest.
That's a good brother to me.
Yeah. And so she goes on her vision quest and meets her, her alternate self. And they, have the little talks and all that. And she's like, yo.
OG Zari.
Yeah. She's like, oh, man, you really are way cooler than me. And, so we cut back to our heroes out on the planet or, out in wherever they are looking for the loom. And for some reason, there's zombies. I don't know why, but there's zombies. And
supernatural.
Yeah. So they get the loom and like, we got it. But then realize, nope. Fate's sister reveals herself. That wasn't, Constantine.
Like the way she kept looking at them, I was like, that don't seem right.
Well, we knew it wasn't him because, they cut back right afterwards, showed him,
No, I mean, like at first when he first showed up and he was like, before she realizes that I'm not bleeding out on the field. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds about right because, Constantine has pulled the old switcheroo before. But when they showed him, I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, well, how long is it going to take y'all to realize this?
Yeah.
Not in time.
Exactly. Let's see. So then they're like, this all right. We got this. Then the Wave Rider shows up. So now she's got,
both rings.
She got access to the other ring. And it's just, God damn it.
Charlie was like, you'll never find the other two pieces. And then it was like, cue Wave Rider. And I was like,
I know she's just like, oh, fuck me.
Right? Like, you really show up.
Yeah. So she goes on the Wave Rider. She takes the other ring, kills Zari's brother in the process because, fuck him. Which is one of those things that kind of been waiting to happen all season because I'm like, I knew he was on borrowed time. Like, it's just, there's no way they're keeping him around.
That shit kind of made me sad, though, still. It was kind of just like, okay, maybe we'll have a brother-sister team. And, like, maybe they will turn into the Super Twins. Who knows? And then she was like, let's stop messing around with fate. And then she, like, sniffed it. I was like,
yeah, she was like, you don't belong here, and pulled his thread out and cut it. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I was like, literally, I started screaming. I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Because then Zari gotta, like, come back.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah. And so we also see that she showed her true form to Sarah, and Sarah didn't, like, burn from the inside out. So, like, there's something special with her. And she was like, yeah, I'm a paragon. I don't know. I'm guessing that's why, but,
I guessed either that or the fact that Sarah has died already and came back from the dead. That was kind of that. I thought like I thought that was just going back to Lazarus pit.
That's a possibility. Also, we don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, they explain that completely. But
I hope they don't just be like, yeah, it's just like we expect y'all to know that. Of course, the average rules of mortality don't don't translate to Sarah because Sarah has already died like twice.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll work it in and explain it to us before the end of this because that's probably going to be an important part of them defeating the Fate Sisters. So, then we get the moment when Zari wakes up and finds her brother is dead. See, this is the one that hurt. Like him actually dying didn't hurt to me, But her response to finding out that he was dead is what hurt for me. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because I mean, think of it this, and it's like I kind of started thinking about it when she went into the totem, and like, you know, OG Zari kept asking it, you know, they kept emphasizing that Behrad was alive. You know, she said it so many times when she was trying to confirm. She was like, he's alive? Mama and Baba are alive? Okay, he's alive though, right? And then even like later on when Zari was getting ready to leave, and she was like, look, my brother's alive, my parents are alive. And I was like, you keep separating them. You know, they kept specifying him, like they kept like, you know, individualizing.
Yeah.
Which, you know, so especially when we knew she was about to come back out, I was just like, ah.
Yeah.
So, and then it's kind of like you start to see like another side of Zari come out. Like, I guess like, the other side of Zari come out, that, you know, she wasn't showing and stuff like that because of her absorbedness.
Mm-hmm. So afterwards, after she's, you know, kind of gathered herself, she goes to find Constantine, like, yo, we need to fix this. So let's do this.
And I ain't leaving till it gets fixed.
Exactly.
I'm going to be with you the whole way. Just know that.
Yeah, man. All right. So is there anything else with Legends that you wanted to touch on before we move on?
No, I think so. I don't think I've ever, like, I enjoyed this episode fairly, because it took me on different paths of emotions for once.
Yeah,
not usual.
This one was a bit better than others that we've had. I can follow you on that. Oh, we forgot to mention how, you know, that whole plan with Mick didn't work out. Like,
oh yeah, no.
daughter's still pissed because every time he popped up, he just disappeared right away, and she didn't like that shit. So
yep, Letty.
Yeah,
which makes sense. I was just like, you know, when you kind of try and pop in and out like that, it's gonna have a more longer lasting negative impact.
Mm-hmm. So before we move on to Flash, let me ask you a question, Mara.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about, you know, natural healing, you know, products?
You mean like holistic healing?
Not necessarily, not a holistic, just natural. Just, you know, things that you can just find in nature outside of artificial drugs, you know?
Oh. Like ginger ale and shit? Yeah.
Let me explain to you what I mean. Because this episode is brought to you by In Honor Of, all right? In Honor Of is, you know, a brand whose core values stand for, you know, self-love, appreciation of others, and paid homage to those before us. It's, you know, it's a natural healing company. They provide things like, what's that stuff called? Elderberry syrup. You know, like that's one of those things that, you know, it's basically a natural cough medicine. There's also, they also sell sea moss gel, which is basically a natural multivitamin.
Yeah, everyone's doing that now.
Yeah. So in times like these, you know, when you need, you know, a little boost to your own systems, you know, a natural way to do it would be here. All their products are either organic, wildcrafted, or locally grown. They're 100% vegan and cruelty free. I usually don't dig on vegan stuff, but, you know, in situations like this, it makes sense. You know, I like bacon. However, you know, my medication being vegan is cool. I'm cool with that. But, you know, of course, you should always seek medical advice from your healthcare physician before using any products for health services. But if any of you are interested in things like this, go to inhonorofemma.com. That is INHONOROFEMMA.com.
Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Now we can move on to the Flash.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said in honor of, I thought you were saying the episode was brought to you by and in honor of.
Oh.
And then I realized, I was like, oh, that's the name of the brand. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was harder to get through than I thought. No, it wasn't that. It's just you know, I'm not feeling myself right now. You know, you know how you see things and you're like, yeah, that's what I'm reading right now, right? Like it's just, yeah, those are words. Yeah, I need to say these words and it's. Anyway, moving on to the Flash. This episode was called what?
This episode was called So Long and Goodnight. Not to be confused with the last line of Helena by My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Yep.
So this episode kicks off with somebody being hired to kill Joe. We don't know who it is at this point, but we soon find out. Being hired by, old dude. I don't even remember old dude's name, but I don't think y'all know who I'm talking about. Old dude in charge of that company.
Carver.
Yeah, that dude. So then we cut over to the family, Joe and all of them, and Barry and Iris, the whole crew. They're playing Pictionary. And he gets a call from Joe gets a call from the boss man telling him like, yo, I'm gonna need you to, just back up off this case or go into witness protection.
David.
Yeah. I need you to back up off this shit or go into witness protection. And Joe said, nah, I ain't having that shit. Then we cut over to Iris talking to Eva. That's her name?
Eva. At first, like halfway through my notes, like I kept calling her Ava.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, I saw a caption that said Eva, and I was like, oops, wrong one.
Yeah. So yeah, she's talking. See, at first I couldn't remember her name either. In my notes, I was calling her Mirror Chick. But so Iris is talking to Eva, and she's like, "Yo, I think Barry can help us get out of here. He's the Flash. He got some skills that could be useful." So afterwards, like, yo, she's just like, "Yeah, we can work on that. Just need some time to rest. I've been like working with this mirror all day." And, he's just like, okay.
Right, like I guess so. I didn't know that. I didn't know that tired you out like that.
Yeah. And she doesn't ask any questions about what she was doing with the mirror, but whatever. So she walks away, and then she, Eva starts talking to fake Iris and like, yo, I'm gonna need you to drain Barry of all his speed, like all of it, since it's running out. Need it gone. And she's like, cool, I got this. So then we cut to Dibney, talking to Cisco, and he's like, yo, I need your help because he's, still following Sue because he's obsessed. And he needs Cisco's help to hack into some shit. So he's like, yeah, whatever, I guess I will, because, that's just what he does. Then we go to Joe, and Joe's in his car. He's just riding along, minding his business. But all of a sudden, it like starts accelerating on his own. The brakes don't work and shit, and it's about to crash into a wall. But he dives out of the car just in time, so he's alive. He's all right. And Joe,
we knew we weren't going to take him out in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. So then, boss man, you said what's his name? David? That what you said?
David. I've been calling him Mayor David.
Yeah, he's like, yo.
I don't know his last name.
He's like, yeah, you really need to go into witness protection now, dude. He's trying to kill you. And like Joe's like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. So we cut over to Cisco and Dibney. They're at this party. Cisco's trying to hack into the shit. And he gets caught by somebody who we don't know until we realize that it's Sue. And
Okay,
she done hacked some shit and then she took off. But then
I was just like, Cisco didn't find it weird that some girl, some lady who who owned, I guess whoever's money it was, you didn't think it was weird that she decided like was able
I'm losing you,
like
Mar. You there?
yes.
You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. You're
Got you
frozen.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay. So he
was
didn't
like,
think it
yep,
was
I'm
weird.
here.
What?
Bent his arm and shit.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
So
She seemed like she was on some MI6 shit, and he was just like, oh, that seems normal. I'm out.
so then we go back. Joe is doing some interrogating, and at the same time, the rest of the crew realizes that the one who's been trying to kill Joe, who has been hired to do so, is fucking Ragdoll. This creepy ass motherfucker.
Yo, they keep bringing Ragdoll back, and I kind of want more into Ragdoll's story.
I don't want to see him again. Like, he creeps me the fuck out.
We probably won't see him again, but
Like,
I wanted to know more. I kind of wanted to see his backstory all the way up until when he got changed. I want to know, what were you doing beforehand?
yeah.
Why is this the meta power you got?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. He just, fuck, I hate him. Like, it's just, he makes me very uncomfortable, Mara.
Because every time they bring him back, like he's evolved in a new, like, or they've evolved like his powers or something like that, or they show us more.
He just creeps me out.
Because he's a weird dude. He literally can go in pipes.
Yeah. And the way he bends around and like his face shit and the way he moves his head and all, it all freaks me out. Anyway, so yeah, he's trying to kill Joe. Joe shoots at him, but he does some weird shit to make the bullets fly back at Joe. Barry tries to save him. He slips in, and he's not able to stop all the bullets. One of them gets Joe in the arm. So he brings him back to Star Labs, patches him up, and he convinces Joe, like, yo, just stay at Star Labs at least until we get Ragdoll under control. And he's like, fine, whatever. Of course, he doesn't listen, and he goes to Carver to try to, get him, but that doesn't go well. Dude, like, just
like Joe went over there and like showed his whole hand, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Why did you even tell him you did it? Like, it's just
like, I would have just walked out. Like,
you just walk out. You let the powers that be know, I got this evidence here. Let's arrest him now. And yeah.
That's literally how I feel, just like up in arms.
Yeah. So then he gets back, of course, and Joe and Barry argue about this shit because Barry's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? And Joe is, he's Joe. Then we got Dibney follow Sue into some bank, and they have this whole conversation about Sue's parents, I guess, are being extorted. And yeah.
Another one I want to know kind of more in the background of, like, why are you doing this? Like, since they keep making them more, prevalent and stuff like that, I was like, I need some more information. Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, because it's one of those things I really don't care about, but they keep going back to it. So I'm like, I need you to make this matter to me.
Right. Like, I need you to I need some background information. I need to know what motivates you. What is your purpose here?
Yeah. So then we got, Cecile and Allegra, they're talking, and then Nash comes in, and him and Allegra, still arguing. I don't remember why she's mad at him. But yeah.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's a thing. But then Ragdoll shows up at that office, and, he takes out Nash and Allegra, then goes after Cecile. Apparently he takes her captive.
But yeah,
they got him. He got her sitting on a bomb. It's like a pressure bomb. So if she moves or the pressure is like gone, boom,
boom.
So Joe finds her. They do the old switcheroo. They're about out of time. They get Cecile out of there. Barry tries to run back to help Joe, but he's just not fast enough. He just doesn't have the speed. But he wants to make sure he saves him because, he made a promise to Iris, who he thinks is Iris, You know, like I
Don't even
can't
get
lose
me
my father,
started
blah
on
blah
this
blah.
girl.
Yeah. But yeah, he pulls the right wire though, and you know, is able to disarm the bomb. And he's standing there like, oh man, I almost fucking died. Cecile almost fucking died. All right, I'll go into witness protection.
You know what's crazy? The first thing I thought, because like with the trend, I guess, of everyone shitting on Barry for like a few minutes, like when Joe was just standing over there by the way, you know, in all honesty, when Barry got back and the chair was empty, and I was just like, are you telling me Joe undid himself and then just was like, I'm gonna walk home and I'm not gonna
And just
call
left.
no
Yeah, just went home.
I'm
Like
not gonna call
that'd be funny. Like
nobody.
if he unhooked, if he had undid
He
the bomb and just
already
went home. Like,
he poured it down the street by the time Barry got to the chair. And I was just like, my nigga, what? And then so when he saw Barry standing by when Barry saw Joe standing by the window, because Barry got there so late,
mm-hmm.
he was just like, you got here too slow, man. You can't save me. Like that's where I thought his brain was.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, no, I almost fucked up here, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, man. So we find out though that old David's working for Eva too. So it's just fuck. Is he a fake mirror person too, or is he just, you know, what's going on there? But anyway,
Who, David?
mm-hmm.
Nah, I think David's a mirror person.
Yeah.
Because the way he said, like, what is it? Success is imminent or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like the same shit that all of them are saying.
Right.
Like he said it so programmed that it was no way that he was just like, yeah, success is guaranteed. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It was more like success is guaranteed.
Yeah, she was like, if anybody's getting revenge on getting Carter, it's gonna be me. So, you know.
I'm just like, what did he do to you, girl? What did he do to you, sis?
Yeah. So then, you know, she like has a mirror sent to him so she can argue with him because that's just what she wants to do.
This is what us women do. You
like,
gonna block me on Facebook, email, phone, Instagram, Snapchat? I'm gonna send you something. I'm gonna mail your shit. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna send you a mirror so I can argue with you.
Yep. And I'm gonna demand that you apologize to me because that's all she wants. She's like, I just want an apology, and I'll spare you.
Mm-hmm.
Which he was like.
And then we get, you know, fake Iris going off on Barry because, you know, she just. I don't know if at any point Barry didn't know this wasn't her. This is the time. Like it's just like she don't talk like this. This is not Iris. Like, what the fuck? Why are you just standing here taking this shit? Like,
right. I was just like, you know, Iris prioritizes her dad, but like I've never seen her go off on Barry like this because exactly. I was like, you don't think it's weird, Barry, that she's being unreasonable? Like,
yeah.
Like insanely unreasonable. Like I would have never. I was like, you don't think it's weird that like Iris was like, well, fuck Cecile and Jenna. It's all about my dad. Like, what?
Yeah. And she was like, bring me to him. You can catch up with him. You're the Flash. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, what?
Right. I was just like, when she said, I need you to bring me to him, I was just like, bitch, you dragging it. Like, we are under.
I'm just like, what the fuck? And then when she tells him to leave, I'm just like, yo, Barry, what the fuck? Like, I'd have been like, bitch, no.
I would have bossed up. I would have bossed up and be like, bitch, I bought this place. Like,
like, you know, I will thaw on you. Like,
I was the last of my speed. Just a lesson.
Like, you lost your mind. Like, is Barry Allen gonna have to thaw on a bitch? Like, it's just.
I was just like, and then they play they played like a sad Foo Fighter song as if we were watching One Tree Hill back in like 2008. Like,
yeah, with the sad walking away music.
I was just like, is Chad Michael Murray producing this episode? What is this? Yeah. I was just like, bruh, Barry, where are you going? I wanted to be like, Barry, turn your ass around, get in your house. Get in your house. Like, you didn't pay for the shit. Like, go in there and tell Iris you are not just going to be like, no, we ain't rolling over. But clearly we is rolling over.
So, yeah, that's the end of The Flash. Was there anything else with The Flash you wanted to make sure we touched on?
I don't think so. I'm kind of just really upset about that ending, because I'm just like, hello.
Yeah. So, Mara, who's winning?
I'm gonna go with Eva.
It's a good choice. You can go either Eva or, that's that Fate sister, both of them. The bad guys are on top this week.
Yes and no for the Fate sister, because the Fate sister got her hand cut off and was thrown into the...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that shit. Yeah, she's got thrown into the void. Yeah.
Yeah, like, who? I don't know where she is now. She can literally be anywhere.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's definitely... No, you're right. You're absolutely right. She is definitely not winning.
So it's literally just Eva. Eva's the only way that kind of has her way going.
Yeah, I literally forgot about the ending when they cut her hand off to keep the looms. I thought she had them. Yeah, you're right.
But then I do have one other question. It's about Barry's that detects his speed.
The watch thing? Yeah, I don't know how to read that either.
Because I was just like, I realized when Iris was berating him or yelling at him and stuff like that and like talking down to him, it seemed like the more she stressed him, the more speed he was using. And I was just like, how are you using speed right now, Barry? I was like, is it your heart racing? Is that what it is?
Maybe. I don't know. It's just a good question.
Because that's just got to be like running at like a mile a minute, I guess, like at all times.
Probably. Let's see. All right, I think that'll be it then for this week's episode of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow.
Wait, you didn't ask who won. I mean, who lost?
Oh, yeah, who's losing?
Berard or Barry.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly everyone is losing, but if we want to talk about major losses, it's either Berard or Barry.
I'm gonna go with the one that's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be it for this week's episode of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. Do not forget you can follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at The Creation World. That is at TheCreatia World. As always, I'm not going to tell you how to spell world. Don't forget you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creation World. You can also find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
Always on Instagram and Twitter, both of which I think you have to... No, you don't. Yeah, whatever. At Mara the Shark, that's MARAH. I think you have...
Uh-oh, losing you. We're losing you. You're breaking up.
I said, I think you have to request both of them, but I think it's just my Twitter, not my Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we also have our Facebook group. Mara, what's the Facebook group?
Facebook.com/group/Super Flashy Era of Tomorrow.
Also, if you're a wrestling fan, don't forget about Smacking It Raw every week. We talk what's happening in the wrestling world. There's a Facebook group that goes along with that also. It's facebook.com/groups/Smacking It Raw. I think that'll be it. We'll see you all next week.
Bam. We'll see you next week.
Until then, we out.
Deuces.